What is today? Saturday. Happy Saturday. How's everybody doing today? Had a fun day. Got to go see the three of our little grandkids that we don't get to, we live fairly close, but they're between here and Spokane with their parents, so we don't get to see them real often, but it was fun to go see them today. We had pizza and took over some gifts and some fun stuff. So anyways, hey Barb, how are you tonight? We're going to do a fun crafting class tonight. Had a request for how to put our transfers on canvas after you paint them. So we're going to paint a piece of canvas first. This is just a little, I don't even know where I got these. Maybe one of the craft stores, maybe the Dollar Tree, I don't know. But we're gonna put some paint on it first. Oh, first, welcome to Chocolate One. My name's Beth. I'm an independent designer with Chalkatour. And if you're watching, comment like my friend Barb did. And then share this with your other DIY friends. I'm gonna do that right now. Put this in our VIP group. There we go. And I think I can see comments come up here. So the first thing we're going to do is paint this. I have two pieces here in case the first one doesn't work out for us, but I think it should. Usually able to get it. Hi Dana, thanks for watching tonight. We're gonna do, I just got this. Isn't that adorable? I hate you the least. It's so true of cats. So that's a brand new transfer. I'm going to paint our canvas first. I just use acrylic paint that I have, and I'm going to use a combination of a couple of different grays. So we'll shake these up, and I'm not going to water it down. I'm just going to add it to my brush and get some color on here. Then we'll dry this really well. So I better put my glasses on for this. Hi, Jane. I'm having a great Saturday. I hope you are too. So we'll get a little contrast of colors here. One's a little darker. This is a little bit darker, and we'll get some lighter paste on here. This surface is a little bit rough, and it also doesn't have the wood frame behind it. If you're using a canvas, let me show you one here. This was one I did before. I haven't pasted on it yet, but I did another project. If you're using one of these that have the frame on it, when you go to paste it, see it's already painted, when you go to paste on it, you put a little towel or your fuzzing cloth in there to kind of fill that space. So Barb, I don't know what kind of canvas it is that you have. This is going to be a little refrigerator magnet for my daughter, because she has a cat that she got. He's an indoor cat only. He's never been outside. We have too many predators here for kitty cats. We have barn cats outside, but they're tough little villains. So, okay, we got this painted really well. I think that's good. Let's dry it really well. This will be a pretty quick project tonight, I think. I always jinx myself when I say that. So if you're not in a big hurry, you could just paint this and let it dry overnight. I shouldn't have put my brush in there so fast. I'm going to put another coat on this, I think. I can still see the white canvas peeking through. this particular canvas, like I said, it has a rougher texture, so we will sand it a little bit before, because you want a nice smooth surface. Let's put another coat on here. I have an extra one of these transfers if anybody is interested in it. That looks pretty well covered. We'll try drying it and see. I won't dunk my brush just yet. Oh, good. Okay, the same surface. Hi, Donna. How are you? Hi, Sherry. How are you? Thanks, you guys, for hopping on tonight. Putting some paint on this also fills up those, you know, they have little tiny crevices. It's the texture of the canvas, so it does fill up some of that. So you get I like painting it because you get a nice smooth transfer with your paste. It doesn't feather out into those little areas. I just want to get it really dry. A little bit more down here. Pretty good. Nothing like watching paint dry, huh? I think we're good now with this. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take a light sanding block, or a high grit, so it has a lot of grit, so it's finer. And we're just going to gently sand this. Some of the paint's going to come off around the edges. So it's going to have a little distressed look around the edges. I like that anyway, so... Here, wipe that off. Okay, that's good. So you can see that you see a little bit of white spots in there. That's from sanding, but that's okay. Our designs, it looks cute. I like it. Now, the important thing is you want to add a little bit of wax also. Area that doesn't have the black on it. And that's going to give us a little barrier between our, on our transfer and where the paste goes. Okay, I think our surface feels nice and smooth. It's going to look cute on my daughter's fridge. She's got a little cat calendar. She's got some colored pictures from her niece and, you know, kitty cat stuff. Okay, all right. So let me mark on this since it's brand new. I hate you the least. This came out in 2021. These are still available in my shop as well. And I have, like I said, I have an extra one if anybody's interested. I write back on the back of the backer sheet, so after we wash the transfer, I'll know where to put it. So this is a vinyl transfer. Wherever you see the design or the letters, that's where the silkscreen mesh is. And the green is the sticky adhesive, so they're sticky. So on canvas, treat your canvas like it's fabric, and don't fuzz your transfer. Just lay it right on there. It'll be fine. Line it up. I put it on upside down. I don't think it. Because the cat is upside down, not right side up. And those cats. And push it down good. Get the air out of those little tiny letters and our little kitty cat there. Okay, the little kitty cat, we're going to do him, he's a tabby, so we're going to do him a couple of different colors. I have camel, black, and this is Storm. So my daughter's cat's name is Luigi. We call him Lucci. No, Luciano, not Luigi. Luciano, we call him Lucci. And then all of my barn cats, there's a lot of them. I think we are at 11 barn cats right now. Interesting thing that my vet tech told me the other day about because if you have a colony of feral cats like we do, we have all but 2 of them that we know of spayed or neutered now. But if they keep interbreeding, they breed out of their colors and you'll end up with a lot of light colored cats. I thought that was interesting. Okay, so let me get some little stir sticks here. Let's do Lucci, the hot mess. And so that's just taking a little bit of paste and dabbing it around. And we'll probably need very little black because that will take over very quickly. I don't want to get my little heart. And a tiny bit of black. A little bit more than that. I think he's going to be cute. Okay. Now let me get a mini squeegee and let's see how our paste gets. It's going to look like a calico, I think. Can't wait to see him. Okay. Kitty cat's done. Let's get the heart. I've chosen Couture Coral for our little heart. Boy, that's pretty dried out. Let's add a little water to it. Let's stir this up here. So if your paste gets dry, you want it the consistency of sour cream or yogurt. If it's dry, put distilled water in it. That's our fine mist sprayer. And it sprays it so nice and softly and evenly so you don't end up splashing it all out of there. And just really stir this up. Evidently, I haven't used this in a while. There we go. I really need to take my jars, all my jars, to the kitchen and do my cleaning on them. Haven't done that in a while. Let's get our little heart here. And then I'm going to do the letters in black. Poor daughter, she slipped and fell on the ice pretty hard today. She's nursing a bruised bum. Skim it down. Okay. And now, let's do our little peel and reveal here. Isn't he cute? He came out so cute. It looks like Lucci too. So cute. Now I did get a little bit of bleeding in the A, so let me wash this and let me show you what we can do to prevent that. I think we'll actually be okay. Some of mine dried paste on the edges. How do you clean that to prevent it from happening? On the edge of the jar. I'll show you, Jane. We'll do that tonight too. Let me wash this really quick and we're going to, we'll do the other one that I have here. Get half of my board eraser here. Put this in the water and wash this off because we need to paint the other surface too. You can't really prevent that from happening. You can clean your edges every time on your jar before you put it away. I get kind of lazy and don't do that. Okay, today I have my bucket of water there, so I'm going to grab my microfiber side of the cloth. We're going to dry this. The cat came out really cute. I think you have kind of a better chance with of that feathering not happening also if you the font on that was very thin. Very narrow, I guess is a better word. Let's let this just sit here for a minute. Let's grab our other piece of canvas. Get the paper off of it. I like the colors. I like that gray color a lot though. So let's do that again. Another paper towel here. Brush off the best I can. Okay. Thanks, Jane. Yeah. She has some, what is it? What's that ointment that you, it's on the tip of my tongue. Hi, Charlotte. Hi, Sherry. Lisa, thank you guys for watching. Okay, so let's paint this again. We'll just use one color. We'll use the dark color. Get it dry. And then I'll show you a little trick for helping those bleeds from not happening. Part of it is just the, the surface that we're working on. Let's try this. Do you paint and dry at the same time? I find myself doing that a lot. My stepson has a pinball machine in his house, and now my husband thinks he needs one. I said, no, I think you just need to go over to Jim's house and play pinball if that's what you want to do. I said, where would you put it? We have such a tiny house. And he says, maybe in the kitchen. I said, no, absolutely not. No, no, no. It was fun, I have to say. It was a fun game. Has some special effects. Used to love playing in pinball when I was a kid. I didn't get to do it very often. I didn't always have extra quarters. All right, I think we got a good layer of paint on this. Smooth those lines out. Let's dry this. Let's do an experiment and try not sanding this one and see what happens. I don't know, we're just kind of playing tonight. And I guess if it's an experiment, we should do the exact same way and then do that additional step I was talking about. This is definitely a different texture than this canvas though. So this canvas is much smoother. This is a rougher canvas, so that probably has something to do with it, the quality of the canvas. It's pretty dry. Stuck in that. All right, let's do a light sand on it. Oops, a little water on there. And we'll put our wax back on it. It's fun to play with it though. You learn so much by just experimenting too. There we go. Okay. Let's put our transfer back on. It's dried. Again, I'm putting it on upside down. I think the cat should be right side up. Really push it down good. Okay, let's do our little calico again, since that came out so darn cute. Just very little black. A little bit of storm. Whoops, got close to that heart. Okay, there's the little kitty. And now we'll do our little heart again. Now, what we're going to do a little bit differently is we're going to do the black. I'm going to go one direction as if it was ink. I think I did go two directions on the other one. Let's see if I can get some of those squeegee lines off of there though. Okay. Now I have my quick dry tool here. I'm just going to hit the letters really quickly. Just a little bit, and then pull it up and see if that helps. It did help. Still bled a little bit, I think, but I think it looks better. So here's the two examples. This is the one that bled. You can see, or it feathered. You can see the A in the word hate. You see how it feathered there? And here's an example of this one. It looks a little bit better to me. It's cute though. They're both cute. I'll keep both of them anyway. They're darling. So let's finish drying this, and then Jane had a question about our paste jars. Okay, super cute. I'm going to put some magnets on the back of that, and then this can go on the refrigerator. I put about 3. I usually put one here, and then one in the middle. And those are the magnets that I get at Walmart. But I did order some from Chocatura just to see. Thank you for the hearts and the likes. I love it. I think it's adorable. So when you're putting your paste back in your jar and you're getting a big clump of paste right there. So what you can do is take the hockey end of your stick, of your multi-purpose tool, and tap it down. Okay, now what I heard today, I don't think I have one in. I don't think I have a rubber band in here. Let me see really quickly. I haven't tried this, so I would like to try it before I tell you guys that it works. What I heard today though is if you take, let me see, I should have a rubber band somewhere. I don't know. These aren't things I keep at my fingertips. Okay, we'll pretend this is the rubber band. This little piece of twine. If I can get it off of here. Okay, so if this was a rubber band, it would stretch. And what somebody said to do is take the rubber band and stretch it over your jar of paste. So you have a band here, and then when you go to, getting paste everywhere, when you go to scrape your paste off of your squeegee, scrape it on the rubber band and it falls down. I don't know, I haven't tried that. So what I do though is I take my multi-purpose tool and I go around the edge of my jar, and either the hockey stick is a little bit firmer, and just scrape that dry paste off of there the best I can. If you do this every time, you're not going to have a lot of waste or a lot of dry paint. That's quite a bit of dry gunk. And you don't want that to fall back into your paste jar. Just wipe it off. And then you can take a wet wipe and go through and clean off, and I use my nail a little bit, clean off that edge. So you get a good seal when you put your lid on, and the air's not going to get in there and dry that. Try not to let that go in there. You don't really want that dry paste in your jar. Okay, so it's it's a little bit, you know, extra to do, but it does preserve your paste, I think. Okay, so now you can see I have a cleaner edge on my paste jar. And these little, you know, styrofoam caps, they did say to save them. I think they're a pain, so I've just been tossing them and then just dealing with my paste. So let's see if we have, well, this camel looks like it needs a little attention. So let's try that. You can use these your little stir stick too, works pretty good. You could probably reconstitute that if you wanted to go to that trouble. I'm not really interested in doing that. I will try and get this dry paste off of the edge. It's kind of a messy job. Can you see how I'm doing that? Just oops, I don't want it in there. Whatever tool you can find, you could probably use a spoon and do it. There you go. And then just go through and see how I'm just using my nail. That's, you know what? I'll never have nice nails, you guys. I don't have that. I don't have that. Okay, so that's what they mean by cleaning off your lid jars. Your jars, I mean. So let me see if that answers. Thank you. You're welcome. Your OCD about leaving things neat, that's good, Jane. I should be a little bit more like that. I have canvas boards like that, very rough. They are, Lisa, to prevent the page from bleeding. You can try that. The thing is, like I was saying, with this font, you know, it's a very narrow font. You're going to have better luck if you're using a wider font, but you know, that's we do the best we can. Why do we sand the canvas? To try and make it smoother, Barb. That's why we sand it. Let's clean this transfer while we're sitting right here, and wax it. Yeah. I did that on the larger one that I did too. Let's see if we can clean this right here. Get some of the main stuff off. I gotta clean my mat anyway. Now let's use the board eraser. What did I do with it? Here it is. Just get your board eraser wet too. I really made a mess today. So if you take good care of your transfers, they'll last you 8 to 12 times, and I think longer. You've heard me say that before if you've watched my videos. I need to give this a dunk. See if we can get a little bit more of that off. And the dark colors, they will, the pigments in the dark color paste and inks, they'll stain the teal part of your transfer, but as long as you have your silk screen clean, you'll be good to, you'll be okay. That's all you have to worry about. Also though, if you, you'll have less staining if you wet it down right away after you've pasted. So, if you're going to let this air dry, make sure you leave it sticky side up. We're getting there. Jane, I'll bet you hate having stains on, if you're OCD, I'll bet you hate having stains on your transfers, huh? So, the silk screen is clean, even though there's a little staining around the words. It's not a problem. What I like to do is put it back on the transfer sheet. So what I can do is take my microfiber side, just like we did before, and just press it out and get it dry. I think if you leave your transfers air dry, I feel like they're not as sticky. So what I like to do is put it back on right away, and then I can leave this to air dry as long as it's on the backer sheet. I think that helps it a little bit. So let's see. I hate you the least. I actually love all of you guys. I don't hate you at all. But I think this is a really cute little sassy transfer. I think it's very very cat-like. So very rough. Thank you for the tips on the second one. So cute. You're welcome. You're welcome, Lisa. I'm glad. You're a messy crafter. I think we all are. The stains don't bother you as much now. Looking at your housekeeping, I'm not for sure. So cute. Thanks, Lisa. I appreciate it. All right, you guys. I'll be back tomorrow for another Chalk and Talk. So I hope to see you. I'll be here between 4 and 4:30. Sprinkle this to your friends and have them join in on the fun. It really helps me. So we will Chalk and Talk tomorrow. Take care.